Good morning, New York Giants fans. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Oh, I think like everyone else, I was up late last night. And up even later after the game because of the anger towards the Philadelphia Eagles. Doug Peterson, I understood going for it on fourth down. I had no problem with that. But then you turn around and take out Jalen Hurts, and put in this guy that hasn't played since 2018. And I understand you want to get a look at him, and he's been with the team for 4 years, and you want to get him some snaps and get him some reps and get him some game time reps. But you're also trying to make a decision if your starting quarterback is going to be Wentz or Hurts next year. So it would have been nice to see Jalen play. It's not that he was playing spectacularly. He did have 2 rushing touchdowns. But I'm not going to say it was like he was going to be the difference maker in this whole situation. I mean, Lord knows what could have happened, what would have happened, we'll never know. But you know what? For Giant fans to get upset that we don't make the playoffs at 6-10, that's crazy to me. I'm just upset that the Eagles just didn't play, or the coach didn't give the team the best opportunity to play. But Logan Ryan said it best to Peter King. I wish we could give you the explosive stuff you wanted, Ryan said a few minutes before midnight. There will be a lot of opinions about whether they were trying to win. You want to play the game to win, but I don't play for the Eagles. I don't coach for the Eagles. It's their team. Winning 6 games does not give us much right to get pissed off about this. We didn't play consistently enough all year to earn it. There you go. That sums it up. So everyone can just stop their whining and complaining about Philadelphia. We didn't earn the playoff win. We really didn't. You know, it would have been nice. And I said the same thing. It would have been nice to get in at 6-10. It would have been great. But like I said, we didn't earn the right to be in the playoffs. And that's all there is to it. It's not a slight towards Daniel Jones or Joe Judge or the rest of the Giants organization. But when you go 6-10, you don't deserve to be there. Sorry. If you would have won in maybe that early season game in Dallas or against Tampa, or maybe Ingram comes up with that ball in Philly, well, you're looking at a different story. You could be looking at a 8-9 win team. Then I'd be like, yeah, if you go 8-8 and make it to playoffs, you earned that. You walked in through the playoff door. You didn't go in through the side window on the back of the house. You earned that right. And placing the blame squarely on the Philadelphia Eagles. Listen, I hate the Eagles. I hate the Eagles with a passion, but I am not going to sit there and blame them for the Giants going 6-10. And that's all there is to it. I mean, it's just the way it is. You can't, and I understand the visceral reaction of players and former players that are watching the game and are seeing what they perceived or seized to be going down the drain. Your season went down the drain when you went 6-10. Your season went down the drain when you had that bad 3-game losing streak at the end of the season. That's when the season went down the drain. Your season, that's when you lost it. It's not you lost it in a bad Sunday night game in the rain in Philadelphia. Philadelphia didn't screw us. Doug Peterson didn't intentionally say, you know what, I'm going to screw the Giants here. No, they didn't. You have to win more games than the other guys to get into the playoffs. If you are sitting in front of your television hoping that a team loses so you can get into the playoffs, you did not earn your playoff spot. Now, I will put a caveat to that. If you go 9-7, 10-6, and you are waiting for a team to lose to get into the playoffs, then you've earned that right. You're a winning team. You're a winning organization. We beat bad teams, we beat one good team, and we lost everybody else. 6-10 is a good season for this team. Did it show as much progression that I would have liked to have seen it going from Pat Shurmur to Joe Judge? No. There were moments that you scratched your head with Joe Judge because of the fact that, he's a rookie head coach. He's going to have these moments. He's going to have these moments when he's going to rely on analytics. He's going to say things like, he doesn't believe in momentum. Well, if you don't believe in momentum, Joe, this is a good game. The Philly game would have been a good game to watch because you saw all the momentum come out of Philadelphia's offense as soon as Jalen came out. But, you have to take a look at this season as a progression. It's a step. It's one step into the right direction. And that's the way we need to focus. We need to focus on one step at a time I love when someone's going to say to me, well, you keep saying we. You know what? I've been a season ticket holder for 25 years, been watching this team since 76, and I've said it before. I've earned the right to say we. I'm going to say that right now. I've been to many Giant functions. I've met many Giant players. I've earned that right as a fan to say we at this point in time. But the Giants just need to look at this as the first step. Now, the next step is going to be free agency, then the draft, and everything, and looking towards everything else. What we're going to do about Leonard Williams, how we are going to help Daniel Jones maturate into a capable starting quarterback. And if you think Daniel Jones had a great game yesterday, I'm not even going to get into that. But it's just that, and I've said this before, the guys that love Daniel Jones are probably the same guys that have never known anything but Eli Manning as their starting quarterback. Because if you look at this quarterback objectively, and you look at what the rest of the outside of the league says about him, he's got a lot of work to do. And hopefully he can progress into season 3. I am just shocked that when he gained 9 pounds, that he wasn't an all-pro. Come on, that was some of the stupidest comments I've ever seen. He's gained 9 pounds. He's going to be stronger, faster, bigger. I don't know why I'm in my Superman pose, but for some reason I am, because I feel like Superman this morning. We need to figure out how we can keep Saquon Barkley on the field. We have a core on the defense that needs help. We got exposed a little bit with our rookie linebacker, our late round draft choice rookie linebackers. Got exposed a little bit towards the end of the season, but that's fine. They're rookies. Hopefully they're going to progress into year 2, and they may not even be on the team in year 2 because you don't know who the Giants are going to be drafting or who they're going to sign as free agents. I think we need to sign Dalvin Tomlinson. I'm not giving Leonard Williams $22 million, $20 million. That's just crazy. Leonard Williams is a player of spurts. He plays well in spurts in games, and then he disappears. And he only plays about 75% of the snaps. I love it because you got Blake Martinez, Logan Ryan, James Bradbury, and Peppers who play almost 100% of this, who play 100% of the defensive snaps. And you want to make Leonard Williams the highest paid Giant, and he's only going to be playing in 75% of the snaps. And then we're going to refer to him as a high motor guy. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that because I think we could spend it. Plus the fact that the cap's probably going to go down. Our revenue issue, you got to hope that Nate Solder retires so we can take that money, a large portion of the money off the books. But I'm not upset, like I said, that the Giants didn't make the playoffs. I'm not yelling at Philadelphia because of the fact that they didn't try hard to win. He kept all of his other starters in and everyone else in. It's just the fact that he wanted to look at another quarterback, right or wrong. Seth Joyner was pissed off for the former Eagle linebacker, who I've met many times because we're always up in Philadelphia. He's a great guy, but he was pissed off saying that that Peterson's trying to get himself fired. And I don't think that's the case. I mean, it was a no-win game. There was a no-win situation in Philadelphia. Losing helped them get a better draft choice. They got a chance to look at some players coming out of the season, get some guys some snap, give some guys some game time. The only thing that people are pissed off about, and especially New York fans, that it affected the Giants. Philadelphia owes us nothing. They're plain and simple. And like I said, would it have been nice to make the playoffs at 6-10? Hell yeah, I would have loved it. I would have been dancing up and down. But I also would have been realistic to the point that we are a 6-10 team who made the playoffs. That's not something you want to have next to your name. You don't want to have that asterisk next to your name. And I think that's the way we need to look. We want to, as Giant fans, I think, or in my opinion, as a Giant fan, I want to earn the playoffs. I want to know that I belong there. That's what I want to know. And that's what I want to understand. I don't want to just be part of the playoffs because I snuck in because I was in a really bad division. I wanted to have earned that spot. And I think that's the way we need to look at it. It was a nice season because we had some meaningful. And we have to be realistic. We only had meaningful games because of the fact that everyone in the division sucked. If no one else sucked in the division and 2 teams were good, we would be at the bottom of the barrel still. But it was a good season. It was a good progression. We have to continue now into the Joe Judge era, year 2, and we kind of have to go from there. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you can subscribe, if you can ring that bell, I think you know what that means. That'd be awesome.